Yeah, fellas, welcome to the Player Supreme show here at Succeed with Supreme. It's been a while since I've talked to you fellas. It's Sunday morning. Got some comments on the regular channel, on this channel particularly, that I have not answered. I've been going to my old channel answering those questions. So let's see what's cracking on this particular channel today. There's one fellow that communicated to me on the old channel, hadn't got to him yet, but he goes by the name of Elder Scrolls, and at 22 years of age, you're not really an elder, man. So let's keep it real. Hey, I'm a 22-year-old antisocial male. Why are you antisocial? From Sweden, and Sweden's the most laid-back place, non-involved place on the planet. You guys don't get involved. Don't take sides. Me and my ex-girlfriend are not together anymore. I've been single for 2 years now. And it's really hard because she was my first girlfriend. I feel lonely and I have no sex and I miss my ex sometimes, but I know she is fucking another dude, of course. Anyway, I'm in a new city and I'm starting university in late August. And I only sit at home all day because of my vacation. I like PC programming. You're a computer nerd, okay. Create apps and video games and also lift weights sometimes. That should be a regular thing. I love travel too. What are you, auditioning for a date or something? My insecurity is my race, the fact that I am Middle Eastern and people hate Middle Easterns. Come to my country, people hate you here too, but they hate me as well. You got to look at what comes out of the Middle East to see why they, you probably know because of ISIS and all that other bullshit. I've seen a few MGTOW videos that give people some advice, which is to move to some foreign countries where women need men, but I don't know why. Now, they've had problems with Middle Eastern and Sweden. So Sweden has this issue. Some of your parents, some of your men have raped women there. And if one of them does it, it makes the whole race look bad, even though rape goes on, in other countries and that country as well by, members of the whole society there. But if someone non-Swedish or non-white rapes someone, it becomes a big national deal. And suddenly everybody who's of that group is bad. I just feel like I haven't accomplished anything big in my life, sir. Any tips on how to socialize in my new class? I need a new chick. I just watch TFL channels all day and my life is, okay, stop watching True Force Loneliness. That's only gonna make you more negative. The more you program yourself with that negativity, that the fact or the thought that you're alone, thought that like TFLs, I'm forced into this. No, you force yourself into this because they're ugly guys with women. Not hot, but they got women. There are shy guys with women. Maybe not hot, but they got women. So if they can do it, you can do it. That name Elder Scrolls, I think it's from a movie also. Something to do with, I was watching like an Amish type group in one of the movies and they use that word elder. You are watching too much negativity, okay? And all you're doing is program your mind for more and more negativity. The fact that you haven't replaced your girlfriend in 2 years, that says a lot. You're stuck on stupid, to be honest with you. You're being stupid. You're not acting like a typical Middle Eastern male. I thought you guys were aggressive. At least when you come to my country, you guys were. So you need to get like your brethren and get your masculinity back. To sit there like a girl and being antisocial and then being Middle Eastern, that's not a good mix. That is not a good mix. I don't want you going out getting a bomb or something, man. Elder Scrolls, again, I found it weird that my ex-girlfriend told me to stop calling and begging her to come back. Never beg a woman. Don't ever beg a woman. Never, ever beg her to come back. That makes her hate you. That makes her disgusted. Because women want a man. A man doesn't beg. If you had to carry this the right way, obviously you have stuff going on with you is why she left you. Recognize that. So whatever that's wrong with you, you need to fix that before you bring another girl back on your team. Because all you do is fuck her up too. Until you fix what's wrong with you, you're going to keep fucking up these women and making them not want to be with you. So I say fix what's wrong with you, then start to attract a woman. The fact that you beg, that says a lot to me. That means you lack masculinity. You're a computer nerd, so you don't socialize yourself, maybe because you're Middle Eastern, and you're in a country full of Caucasian people, and they hate you. I can see that. I stopped. She called back cursing at me. When you start to ignore them, it nets them up the head. She's wondering, where's my dog that was begging me for attention? Let me repeat that. She's wondering, where's the fucking dog? The fucking dog that was begging me for my attention. Dog. Don't act like a dog begging for attention. That's not masculine. She didn't care that I was brokenhearted, but I found out later she cheated on me. She is with this new lame fuckboy guy. Don't hate. Don't call him lame because he's with her. You're the one that's lame. Okay, that's the first thing you need to start with. It's just the truth. When you start doing the whole name calling thing and fantasy shit, you stay stuck on stupid. Wake up. You fucked up. Okay? You got antisocial. You got introverted. You lack masculinity. Accept your own responsibility and man up and let's change that shit. So next girl, 10 times better than her, will want to stay with you. I give brutal truth, but I give you the truth. Women leave for a reason. And one, you probably bored her to death. Nerds tend to be very boring. The nerd mentality is not even a masculine mentality. It's like one of the worst mindsets you could apply to yourself. But it's something that you apply to yourself. Nerds are antisocial. Yes, they are. And you did the same thing. But there are other reasons that cause you to do that. There are Arabs or Middle Eastern, whatever you want to call yourselves, that are well integrated, that don't have that problem. So you took the nerd route. They're the same way in my country. They're antisocial. They hang out little clique nerd groups. They eat Snicker bars and drink soda all day as they play World of Warcraft games. And they program computers. Think it's a big deal. I'm glad I didn't go down that path. I could program BASIC, Fortran, RPG. These are old languages. Actually, I could barely do Fortran. That was just coming out. It was like a big deal. It was like a math language. Assembler. So I'm glad I didn't head down that path. And I was antisocial back then too. I hated being black. I hated whites. I hated blacks. I was just fucked up. You got to unfuck yourself. Otherwise, it's going to kill your life. You can't go around hating folks. That's what a lot of these black consciousness people find out because they shut the channels down. They need to become more subtle about shit. You know, stop the vitriol and actually work on just teaching and educating instead of just hating. Blacks hating my generation because we let them down on our watch, some mythical watch we were supposed to have back then. So you got to man up. Stop being a boy and start becoming a man. Change the way you dress. Start dressing a little better. I don't want you fucking with women right now because you're too fucked up right now. You got to fix yourself. You got to acquire the masculinity. Now look through the bottom of the screen, go to my product section, get what you need, and start working on yourself. If I don't have it, go find it somewhere else. You know what your weaknesses are. If you sit down and meditate on them for a couple of days, you can program computers. That means you can figure out what's wrong with you. Leon, welcome to the forum. Leon Anthony joined the forum. He's proving his game. He goes, I'm not jumping out of a plane with a sheet tied to my ass. That's somebody said in one of my videos. Invisible Knee, K-N-E-G-R-O-W. That's crazy. I was just watching Cindy G's video, first time watching her about Bakari Henderson being killed. And she, along with everyone else, is calling this guy who just died, a coon. That's because he hung out with white folks and he's obviously dating a white girl. That's why. I thought I was pro-black and a bit militant with my views, but she takes it above and beyond. Yes, she did. Of course, what happened to him in Greece by those whites was fucked up. But to say that for all we know, an innocent black guy that's never caused trouble to anyone deserves to die. I don't think he deserved to die. I don't know if she said that. I didn't watch I never finished her videos. I can only take so much of the vitriol before I've got to uncheck. Because I got the poison in my mind at one time. I started feeling bad every day. I started feeling negative towards white folks. And then I realized what's happening to me. So I lit myself on black consciousness and this stuff. The only person I will spend watching 75%, if not more, of his videos was Professor Black Truth. And even then, I can only take so much. No offense to Professor. I'm trying to limit myself on the negativity. Negativity absorbs into you, and it makes you start to get negative. I've been in business for over 30 years. The majority of my clients are white. I learned to get along. And yes, there are problems in the relationships between black and white. I ran into issues in my business. One guy that I was training we started to repeat those racist talking points. And I had to correct him on that shit. His wife, I said, President Obama a long time ago when he first got elected was related to Cheney. He said, no, that's not true. But then another white woman said, yeah, it's true. So she believed it. And she's done that to me a couple times. So I do run into this stuff. I believe that, this woman, she was from the aerobics industry when she took my aerobics class. And there was this other guy who's owned the dance facility I worked at. He was real famous. And to us, I get the feeling that, she wants to become everything they have. She wanted to go to her 70th birthday party, but Jovina got sick at the last minute. But I've been camping with him, but I get the feeling they see us blacks as, like, y'all of them are entertainers. Y'all can dance. You're funny. You make jokes, and we're entertainment value to them. Or we serve some form of purpose. So fine, as long as I make money off of it. Think what you want to think. I'm gonna laugh my ass to the bank. But to hate, that's just negative. I don't want to spend my energy hating. Yeah, America's not perfect. Yeah, there's a lot of issues going on with the white society, the police department and just general racist. I can't understand, because I'm black, I guess, why they hate me. Well, I can understand some of them because, the whole dick size issue. They want to go put him in a wheelchair. After that one white guy that hates the black guys showed, he was angry. You can see the vitriol come out of his eyes and his face changed. Can't put him in a wheelchair. Whoa. The whole dick size thing, man, fuck. But that's dealing with masculinity. I guess guys with small wieners feel like less of men or something. And that can make them hate. But nah, it's just not my way. Can you give me some workout tips to build a lean physique? You can hire me to do that, Fizzle. I need to drop about 25, 30 pounds, thanks. See, that's one thing I can't stand is, I make a living from that. And people wanting me to how long that would take me to do that. I have to look at them, I have to analyze them. I've got to see what his weaknesses are. I got to see him physically. There's just a T. So that's my time. And because I do these free shows, people disrespect my time. I was disrespected. You're not aware of that because, this is YouTube and, I do a lot of stuff like that. But that's disrespectful, man. Nathan. Eligio, nature boy appears to be what they call an anarcho-primitivist. Or at least black. Oh, he's talking about the black guy that lived out in the, yeah, okay. I don't know him. He had him doing some kind of sign thing. That's a sign of one of those cults when they start having you do some type of, I pledge allegiance type thing. That's a sign of a cult. He's trying to build a cult. He must have read a few books on it, and he got a couple of females all into it. Nathan Miller, damn, that robot man imitation was funny. Leon says, I love your stories. Curtis, thanks for this, Supreme. I have a lot of rage and controlled anger inside of me, and I'm putting it to use positively. Good. You want to convert the negativity into positivity. I don't see how some of these Black conscious people can even go to work, because they work for the people they're hating. How can you take a paycheck from people that you hate? And imagine the vitriol that's reeking out of them at work. They're sitting there, glaring at white folks across the way, thinking you white motherfucker. How do you live with yourselves? Now, I don't watch anymore of a lot of stuff I used to watch. Like, I stopped watching Game of Thrones back when, listening to, I think it was Jason Black or something like that, point out some things. But I'm going to go back to watching it. I see the problem is I see the white supremacy in every TV show. If you're white, you got to start paying attention to that. Watch how they always put a Black guy and make him inferior in your TV shows. And I stopped watching stupid shit. I think, there's something out called Captain Underpants, for example. I'm not going to watch that. I don't know if it's a cartoon or real, but that's just nonsense stuff. Who spent money on that? Whose idea was that to spend money on something called Captain Underpants and then sell it to the public? Well, it's white folks that go see that shit. So they're making entertainment for themselves. And I kind of withdrew from that. I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. There's only certain shows I watch. And one thing is the homosexuality they put into the modern shows. Jovina. Oh, never mind. That Lunger cat was back there. There's a miniature cat he didn't grow to his normal size. He wheezes. I can't even do it. Yeah, I'm a Lunger too. Anyways, so I get it. I can't. I'll go to it like a big action flick. I saw Valerian. It's enjoyable. When they put sex in it, like I was gonna watch that movie Atomic Blonde, but then they have a sex scene between her and another chick. I'll download it. Fuck it. I'm not gonna pay money to support homosexual agenda. Some time ago, I was doing a live hangout, and a lesbian said, "Why do you hate gays?" I don't hate gays, but she made a comment as if I'm in the wrong for not liking their lifestyle. She's not aware that I grew up in a time period when their lifestyle wasn't even out in the public. I saw the change in the 80s. I was in college, 81, 82. And continuing forward, when they came out, the big coming out, and they got it to flip it so that people like me are made to look like there's something wrong with us. I noticed that when I came online back, I was on sites like So Suave. I call it So Simp. The nerds there, because they were ostracized by normal people, and I spoke out against homosexuality because I saw that there's some homosexuals on that site. Like, remember that jackass's name on there? He had a metaphysical name, like Kama Sutra or something like that. And he was like in their gay community, they called a bear man. Now, I trained some homosexuals. Okay, one guy, he was like a normal guy until you wouldn't know he was homosexual, but he was sexually abused because his father became a paraplegic. His father's best friend began to fuck him as a little boy. So now he likes burly bear men, and he told me about that. So this guy is like a bear man dude. He was back there. He was trying to get guys on private chats, looking for other homosexual or guys who are confused. In this community, there are predators in the online dating community looking for guys who are confused. And that's what I was preaching out against. You know, get the homosexuals out of our community. Let us fix our own problems. If you're actually homosexual, you're confused about it, you'll figure out what you are, go to where you belong. But for them to think that I'm in the wrong. In my generation, butt slam another dude was just, no, so wrong. So fucking wrong. And they turned around and made it seem like it's normal. It's not normal sexual behavior. And I come from energy. I look at it from an energetic standpoint, from everything is energy. Okay, male, female is natural flow, causes natural flow of energy. Female, female, male, male does not cause a flow. Positive, positive does not increase flow. If you understand basic electricity. Positive, negative causes flow. Positive, positive does not. So what is that doing on an energetic level on the planet? What's the planet going to do to fight back? You got AIDS. Why is the white community dying out? Now, I just saw a report that in the white community, the sperm count is down 50%, 50 to 60% in North America, New Zealand, Australia, Europe. So what's causing that? You know, what's causing this? Look at an energetic standpoint from energy. The planet's protecting itself. Not saying that white folks are bad. Just something's going on with that group that's causing this to happen. Daniel, hey Supreme, hope your week is going well. What happened to Tariq Nasheed was that he's been false flagging a few big YouTubers of a disagreement of one feminist video that is explaining that Black people have low IQs. I wasn't sure that there was a debate, but there's a YouTube hangout of these SJWs, I don't know what that is, to take down Tariq. Huh. And even though that was successful, Tariq is still back. Yeah, I already know that. I limit myself within that community. Okay, other channel. Nope, I'm on the wrong one. Or am I? Okay, let's see. It's called community. Michael Nolan, I didn't bother asking for dances. I see no point. I'm not wearing my glasses. My eyes have gotten so bad in the last 6 months that I got to wear these glasses in order to see practice. I'm trying to train myself not to rely on them too much. In it, choosing up first, it's a waste of time. I agree. In my days, you cold approach for dances, and you just want to dance, just for pleasure, have someone to dance with. Guys do, but they always make it about pickup. Their mind's so focused on getting some ass that they lose sight of what I've been telling them to do. And I'm stop telling them, don't worry about it. Cold approach for dances. That's okay. I'm stop telling them that because they can't keep their minds off the pickup. And says thank you and run off and get all upset. In the days of just getting a dance, girls have gotten clued in on that. This guy wants to fuck me. Okay, he goes, it's not for me. I'd rather game hot instead of cold responses. Come on, Supreme. I thought you teach that here. He obviously didn't listen to the video. We hear one thing and they don't hear the whole message. Let's go on to the next one, Elder Scrolls. Yeah, he's on that channel too, talking about the same thing. Mario Supreme. Art, thank you, man. You've changed me a lot. I appreciate you. One love, my brother. And this goes, and someone thumbed that up also. I wonder if the photo will come through too. This goes to my fan page, the Real Men's fan page. If you're not on my Real Men's fan page channel on YouTube, not YouTube, but Facebook, you need to be. Now, speaking of that, last Friday, this is how, now I can complain about white folks now. This is how white folks do me on Facebook. You know, they own Facebook, they own YouTube. Okay, well, I took out an ad for that channel. It's been sitting in review since last Friday. I've complained about it 6 times now. So I duplicated the ad to see if maybe it was just something about that ad, or that ad got into a wrong track, got dumped somewhere. Same thing happened to the new one. Okay, I did it Friday. It's now Sunday. Sit in review. It only takes like a day, by the way. So I've complained 6 times and nothing. Nope. At least, deny the ad. It's just sitting there. And this happens to me in the dating community over and over again with Facebook. If someone is working inside, I don't want to be conspiracy shit, but it seems awfully funny that I can't get a dating ad out there. Just straight up ad. All right, so let's get back on point. Under my 107-pound curl, Dominic says, I have my ass up. I'm not sure what's so funny. I guess he was laughing because my son couldn't compete. He only got 6 of them. That's an old video, by the way. It's about 2 years old. I did mention before some dumbass whines about the quality. They're old videos I've been putting up. I found it on found this old back hard drive. I got a bunch of these. I found some videos on there. So I thought I'd upload them. I've got a lot of videos to, there's a bunch of them in there. So if you see a video with no quality or low quality, don't whine like a bitch. Just appreciate the content. Shut the fuck up. Stop being snowflakes. Just appreciate the goddamn free content. Okay? You guys know I hate bitch assness. Mark Simmons. Dad still has more gas in the tank. Yeah, curls are, I learned to do curls the right way. As I've explained before, your arms should stop right here at your nipple height. That's actually the flexion of the arm. It's not, this is not the flexion of the arm. See how they move my shoulders forward? You guys do curl up here. You're wasting your delts. Flexion stops here if you pull your elbows back. And I did a talk on that last week. It caused my biceps to jump from 15.5 to 19.5. That's 4 inches. Then I went from there to 21 inches. Jovina, can you go be a tape measure? I haven't measured these babies in a while. They dropped down to 19.5. Let's see where they're at. But there's a photo, I measured them 21.5 inches. And I always thought that was impossible. But I built some huge guns. I found a weird, okay, Elder Scrolls again. That's an obsessive personality there, Elder. You repeat the same message, hoping I'll see it. I've seen it. I'll do it myself. You don't have to step into the camera. Well, actually, no. Yeah. If you could just put it around my arm without stepping in to the camera. Let's see what I got. Okay. Let's see what size that gun is, goddammit. No. Around the tricep. Okay. Where am I at?
20.
20 inches. Kiss the gun. They won't see you. Come on, kiss the gun. Yeah. That's man meat there, brothers. Reese, don't say a word. You'll get there one day. case he's on the call. So I know you got something to say. Don't hate. Wait. Don't hate. Don't hate. All right. Captain Underpants is a children's book. I didn't know that. There, Remo. Okay, let's go all the way back up. See what's going on before I go back to my comments. Remo's number one again, I think. Yo, Supreme, what's up, Remo? What's up, Christopher? What's up, 25 Jai? Remo said you're right about spreading hate. They got to switch it. Yeah, got to go underground with it because they forget that YouTube is owned by white people. It's for white people. You're in their house talking shit about them. Get more subversive, undercover with it, like the ancient Christians said to be, and also teach instead of just whine and complain. You could do this. She could do the same stories, like this white man did this, without resorting to. She always goes back to the hating of people like me that are dating outside the race. Hey, and then they're all beta males, and there are some beta males out there, but yeah. Christopher, I'm glad you mentioned the Black consciousness because I was listening to Umar Johnson on his review about the movie Get Out, and some things are good, some are just too negative. Yeah. David Condi, greetings, Supreme. What's up, David? Remo, I wouldn't say Umar is negative, though. He can be negative, but I could actually listen to him. He could be a little on the negative side, but not like these other people. And what they don't realize is, we got to go out there in society and work as Black folks, man. What the fuck? You fill all these kids up with hatred. There was one fellow on the forum, remember him, Remo, that he made a post about it? Got to explain, you got to limit yourself to 1 day a week. I just watched a really good video. I finally got a good doctor that I love. No more Asian folks, no more Asian doctors. No more, no more, let me just say that the new doctor, he's Nigerian. And I asked him where he's from, because he came in with that accent, and he was scared. He said, I'm from here. Jovina,
yes.
The new doctor, wasn't he scared to tell me where he's from yesterday?
Surprised, like, what do you mean?
Yeah, and it's because he ran into these idiot Blacks. I'm sorry, Remo, everyone else is Black, and don't be offended, David Condi, but there are people in this country who are Black who think we don't come from Africa. I'm sorry to the, yeah, in his office.
Yeah, right after he did all the exam and everything.
Yeah, we finally, and I told him, I know where you're from. You're from Nigeria. I looked at his last name, Okungbawa.
Yeah.
Okungbawa. They always have those, Goodwin, those kind of nerdy names, first names. Yeah, you guys' names are nerdy. So he's actually a good doctor. He turned me on to a movie. It's called, I posted in the forum there, Remo, I believe.
I can't remember the title.
Yeah, fuck. It's on the history of Nigeria and Benin, actually Benin. And if I look at my history, I could tell you guys who are Black. Actually, it's a good movie for everybody. Let's see, history. Invasion 1897. Latest Nigerian Nollywood 2017 movies. It's a premium movie. Nigerians, I could tell colonization happened. There's some light-skinned ones in there. A guy with totally weird, different features. You'll see him. Even the king has got different kind of hair. And I know that the Dutch and the Portuguese were there. It looks like the guy playing king, he has Portuguese blood in him, because here looks like Jovina's nephew. The looser curls. But they're Nigerians. And it shows the invasion of the English, what they did to steal all their artworks and stuff like that, antiquities. Actually, I learned that those Benin sculpture things, that's actually the way they told history, because they didn't have written script. It was in their artwork that told their history. So by England stealing these people's history, they've lost basically their history of their tribe, their family, their family trees. All right, where was I? Remo, I've never felt that from him as far as Umar. I've always learned something new when he spoke. Leon, they make the black man gay and weak, shaking my head. Now, Leon, I didn't know you were in England. I thought you were American. American black. Captain Underpants children's book? Yeah, thank you for that. I learned something new. Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing, that Captain Underpants was a children's comic book. But they let us read back in elementary school. I didn't get it. I'm from a different generation. Leon's talking about put him in dress. Yeah, they do it to black fellas. Derek Kelly. I was talking to my cousin's dude, and he was saying next they'll try and make pedophiles okay. Yeah, I used to say that to my friend Craig. He went to that side of the fence, and I said, what are they going to do next? Give pedophiles their chance too? Because they got a sickness for children. Next to them is saying that there are pedophiles in Africa also. But remember that Africa was tribal, okay? And every man counted for something. You couldn't touch a child over there without someone knowing about it. I doubt there was very much history of that. I know they're trying to say there are homosexuals there now. And one of the tribal leaders, I was watching the documentary on it, or debate, and he said it came with colonization, because the Europeans were starting to bugger males down there. Remo, I don't come from Africa though. I come from the land of awesome. That's why I'm so amazing. LOL. But your answers came from Africa, and that's what these idiots are trying to insinuate. Applejack Monster, what's up, OG? Nothing much, man. Welcome to the show. Okay. That I'm valuable videos. We've got a comment on that one. Welcome, Daniel Velasquez. Uses Velasquez, but this is Velasquez. Interesting.
Velasquez, probably.
No, it's with a W. Is Matt's World. $. What's good, player? Just want to share my story. You helped me become a stronger man. I never had problems getting a girl. My issue was keeping them, ruling them, and getting them to play their position in life instead of me jumping through hoops and all that bullshit. I'm not the player type. I realize that. What I got from the game is life. Playing the game of life is what it's about with me and being successful. I just want to thank you, man, for your knowledge. Even though I'm happy in life, I still watch your videos to keep me sharp and on point. I have many of your products, and I still listen. I always pick up something new that I can use in the real world. To me, it's not all about girls. I like that attitude, because I'm not trying to make it all about girls. It's about being a man, yes. And I want to thank you for that now. I know this is something extreme to say, but I know for a fact I'm your greatest work. Check out my Facebook. Ray Fain is my name. And also, I hope to meet you soon, blessed brother. Oh, I got to check this brother out. The name Fain is an unusual name, so it shouldn't come up. Oh, one thing I do need to do is take his compliment and post it first. I post these on my fan page, so people who come to the fan page can get an idea of what quality of advice I give. And those comments, I can actually take those comments and advertise those. And that'll bring people to the channel, see what it's all about. That I can get away with. It's called Boost the Post. And that must go to a different department. What department my ads are going to for dating, well, they approved other ads. One got approved instantly. But anything with dating, I don't know. Maybe they saw my face. Or maybe they came to the channel and realized this guy's a player. And it's probably a woman that's approving it. Whatever it is, somebody's got to pay for this shit. Okay, what's his name? See more. Fuck. Okay, I think there's one in Tennessee. And there's, yeah, same dude in Tennessee. And he's a brother. I think. He has a little daughter. Okay. Let's take a look at his photos. He has an old-time hot rod, looks like, or he took a photo of one. Big truck. Someone else. But he's a man that's taking care of his daughter. This is the same fellow. Looks like he has a wife or the baby's mother. I think she's white. Cute little girl. Okay, let's get back. Venom. Screw the haters, man. I enjoy your channel and you offer some great advice. Keep doing what you're doing. Ignore the BS. I've been trying to ignore the BS for a long time, but when it fucks with my ability to make a living, I can't ignore it anymore. KR Hawkins. It's too many fuck asses on the internet for me. Yeah, this is under I heard a nice message. Teen MG, I'm Mexican American. I love those type of women on that thumbnail and show those Brazilian babes with the hips, the thighs, and the ass. Asslicious. How do you say assalicious? Assalicious. Ace. Supreme, they are on some BS. I don't support the behavior. It's cutthroat. Yeah. This internet in this niche is very cutthroat. I had a hard lesson to learn about that when I was friends with that. I'm a good dating dude. I put out my first book, and I only sold it for $14. He's like, no, man, take it, sell for more, sell for more. And I said, it's not about the money for me, man. And I saw, that this community is all about the money. And I should have been, as a businessman, but I was coming from the area of passion and business. It's hard to do that on the internet. What you do is you want to follow your passion, but you also have to make a living at it. So it's hard to find that balance. Celester, hey, Chris, it's a journey for believers. It doesn't happen all night, so God is ministering to you. Thank you for the comment. Okay. Christopher says, hello, the land of awesome. Well, Remo, remember your dad is from another country, so you have half of that in you too. As far as culture, I'm sure he brought his culture that he was raised in on the islands out there, Antigua, I remember, to America. So you have a little bit of that cultural program as well, even though you're born here. And your mom is African American. Chris, oh yeah, that's right. Supreme, you're out of here this week, right? No, I've got another week. It'll be on the 9th of August. I'll be videotaping some of the voyage, though, or the travels. Remo says, Supreme, I need a golden parachute in stuck in a world with suckers and simps. I'm fucking surrounded by them all sides. Hey, that's America. Simps. Just think where you'd be if you hadn't found my channel. All right, let me get back to my comments. I want to finish all those up, get them out the way so that I'm done there. Shamar says I should try VidMe. You jelly. It's a damn shame you messed with these internet idiots to get burned while you're a wealth of knowledge with a good heart. Thanks, you jelly. All I want to do is shake your hand and have a drink with you in person. Fuck all this internet BS, in my opinion. It's always fucking bothers me. People just burning you. Yeah. It's so bad, I get burned when people sometimes try to buy my products. They try to burn me on that stuff. It's just one thing after another. Sharmar, this video break a lot of these women down who think, oh, that's education of that one female. They got all the answers, don't know jack shit because she would try to destroy your channel anyway, Supreme. That's good you block her as soon as possible. Michael George says, Player Supreme, you're 100% correct on everything you said. It's just the player hater trolls cannot develop the heart of a true player mindset and do not want to put in the work to develop bona fide pimp. Word up. Thanks, Michael. Have you ever heard of Rom Willis, Player Speed? Yes, I have. A long time ago. Ron Willis. I'm trying to remember what I knew about him. I don't try to watch other people's in this niche's channels. Okay, I believe he was dating, and I don't watch. Why would I need to? Maybe if I was still in the game, and I'm looking for someone that can help guide me even higher, but I wouldn't as high as you can go. But maybe looking for some refinement stuff, I might watch other people's channels. When I first came online, I was looking at different products. I'd pay money for these things and download them. I'd never downloaded a product before. The W Dating, I got that one and kind of laughed my way through that one. There's another one, white guy talking about macking. I thought it was, about a Mac, real macking stuff. It wasn't. So I There was one guy that I dated coach I actually liked. His name was Alan, not Alan Curry, but this is way before his time, going back to 2001, 2002. And some of these guys had some really big, huge ebooks, like 400 pages. And wow, I would actually print those things out and read them, by the way. Because I was used to and conditioned myself when I go to coffee to read something. And I went to coffee every day before I went to work. I was educating my mind in that time period. So I was putting something in there. And I'd print out all the pages of those guys' books and read them over coffee. Thanks for your comment, Assad. Nathan Miller. Thanks for your comment, another religious lunatic. That same chick. And I believe I've read those. Okay, so we're done. I can pack it up for the day. Remo, my bro has gone into full sucker mode, and it's sickening to watch a man play himself. Yeah, that's your twin brother too. Man, there's two of you. Wow. I think twins are fascinating. I mean, there's fucking two of you guys. That just fascinates me. My mom had two twin sisters, Fat Flo and Luscious Low. Flo got fat, and their twin sister, she was just, I had a crush on my uncle. I mean, my aunt one time. I thought she was just, really good looking when I was a kid. Not a crush, but I thought she's got a perfect body. I always believed that my mom was their half sister because they were lighter skinned and my mom's very melanated. But it turns out she is from my grandpa. Let's see, Christopher. Probably give him Supreme products for his birthday. Say, listen to this good stuff. Remo says it really is for me feeling like I'm the Twilight Zone. I felt that way. People didn't understand what I was doing in my life. They were jealous. I had friends that were jealous of my success with women. I told you about Tall Mr. Negative, telling a girl I changed girls like I changed my underwear. The bitch ran to me anyways. You feel like you're alone. I learned the phrase, a pimp is the loneliest man in the world, but I also will say that a real true player, he's the one of the loneliest men on the planet as well. Anybody that's got game in them, end up being lonely. I didn't have a lot of male friends, like I had that one friend, because I was too busy fucking women. Now, there was a time period where I would go to this coffee shop. And that was in the middle of the day because I didn't have any clients. But at nighttime, that was my time to be fucking or talking to females. I got into dating, so I was doing that stuff. That was the time I spent on the game. A daytime, people at work. Although I did have this one chick who would come over for a lunchtime fuck. And I had her come over 2 days a week. She worked around the corner from my place. Hubert, Supreme, were you ever bummed out when you saw a friend getting chicks? Huh? Were you ever bummed out when you saw everyone of your friends getting chicks and laughing at you? Nobody's ever laughed at me, Hubert. I was getting chicks. So obviously you got something going on in your life. Your friends laughing at you and they're all getting chicks. That's never happened to me. I had one friend that was hating. I got respect from the bouncers in the clubs because they still see me pull chicks all the time. They also watch me dance. That's where they watch me get this. Like I remember they watched me getting this one chick off. She got orgasms. That's happened multiple times with girls on the floor, but she got orgasms. And the lead bouncer said, "Man, that was amazing what you just did, man." Remo says 92 square for his game. See, he's following his girlfriend. What's the situation is Remo's twin brother had a girlfriend. She moved to Florida, and they live in New York. So he's losing his goddamn mind. And a long time ago, I saw the movie What the Bleep is Going On Here. And I learned about the synapses in the brain. You get wired to receive pleasure from an individual, like your girlfriend. When she's gone, the synapses are firing. There's just that pleasure coming in. And there's firing, she's not there. So it creates this weird circuitry in your brain where you just go apeshit crazy. It needs that circuitry to get that feeling. And he has to replace her with someone else. Hubert says, I decided to cut loose with most of these friends because they were never interested in helping me understand the game. You got to. Remo, a lot of dudes don't. I watch them suffer in their stupid relationships. Hubert, why are humans like these? It's human nature to put down weaker males. They see you as weaker because you're not getting women like they are. Unfortunately, a lot of guys, like, there were guys who come to my site and they learn the game, but they wouldn't tell their friends about it because they wanted to be the big man in their group. They wouldn't share anything with their friends. It's all because their ego. They had small egos, small minds. Remo, like another friend who was all broken up about his girlfriend, he was in a long distance relationship with. I can't do long distance. A man needs pussy. It needs to be there for you on a weekly basis. I can't do that shit. You got to have pussy coming in on a regular basis for your sexual gratification. That's one thing I don't agree with about African history is, I was watching that show, I was thinking of the chiefs. They always had a bunch of concubines and stuff. But I don't believe in putting another man above me just because he was born to it. No, thank you. Remo, like another friend who was all broken up. Yeah. All right, fellas, I've done my due diligence. I've answered the comments. Bible says, so are you saying it's right to laugh at someone rather than help them? What makes you think I'm saying it's right? I'm trying to explain human nature to you. If you have friends that laugh at you, those aren't really your friends, by the way. But it's normal behavior because of small egos. To pick on people that are weaker. I suggest you find some new friends. Hubert. I had a training client. She was Nigerian. She was a news anchor, famous news anchor in my town. She's now, I think she's in the Bay Area or someplace. She was, her father, I think she's born English. She had an English accent, or maybe she's born there, but her father's married a light-skinned Nigerian woman. And she came out, on the lighter side, and she was made fun of because she had light-skinned in her country. Christopher, I tried to share some game with my homies and they refused to listen. So when they didn't listen, they started to stop speaking to me after a while. Good. Most males out there can't understand. It's not up to us to wake them up to the truth. They can't accept the idea that women choose. And they want to if they're black, they want to put their bid in, Christopher. As they say, I put my bid in. And they're dusty motherfuckers, ugly motherfuckers, putting their bid in on the smoking hot sister. And it's numbers game. You try to keep the truth, it's numbers game, man. Why don't you do something with yourself, fix yourself up so you get a better choosing quality. And go for the ones that are feeling you. We even put in the fucking songs. If you can't be with the one you love, then love the one you're with. You guys don't know that song. Let's see if I can find it, give you the title of it. There it is. Luther Vandross did it. Crosby, Stills, and Nash did it. Hopefully it's the same song. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I'm not going to get a ding there. It's called If You Can't Be the One You Love. It's in our music. The game is in our music, and these idiots still don't listen. Christopher goes on to say, one of my old friends stopped talking to me because he thought I was trying to get at his girl. His girl just messaged me on Facebook about what gift to get him, and he blew up on her. Wow, that's some insecurity. But he didn't come to me like a man. He is stubborn and insecure. Sounds like some faggot shit to me. It's not gay, it's just insecure male ego shit. Mosquitoes tore me up last night. I sleep outside behind my truck now. I have been for quite a number of days. And I notice my lungs feel better. Still sleeping in the house here. This 3 weeks is going to be really good to get out of the house, but that's a lot of driving. But I've driven to Seattle. It's 11 hours to Seattle, over 1,000 miles. I could drive straight through there in 36 hours, but I would want to do some shit like that. That's just too much. We're going to take our time. My goal is 400 miles a day. Find a town that's near there and get on my phone and use my Expedia app and get a room. Chris James in the room. What's up, Chris? One of our up-and-coming players on the forum. I'm getting ready to leave, and you're coming in, brother. So I'm going to do half the driving. Jovian's going to do half the driving. We'll get it done. Chris goes, the game has been real good to me lately. What's the difference? You got rid of the big booty girl or the girl with the nice ass. You were fucking with a couple other girls. Chris says, make sure you eat some good. Yeah. I'm sure my cousins, it's like most of them are fucking females. I'm sure they can cook. I did meet one named Cynthia, and they seem to be hung up on colorism, being light-skinned. And that's not my thing. I had her brother, he was born with straight hair, and they make a big deal about it. And she was talking about how her dad didn't believe it was his son. And my dad talked about that too, because he had to take her dad and straighten him out. That's your son. My sister wouldn't be out there fucking around, and he just looks like his grandpa. He got a throwback gene. And Christopher says he got a mulatto like himself now. Good. That makes a good couple right there, because you both have the same things in common. The more you have in common with the girl, the easier it is to mesh with her. You have you're both in between the races. You both probably were raised by a Caucasian mother. And more than likely, the dad, unfortunately, black men, we take off. Yeah, I feel good about me and her. Good. Is this your first one? He goes, it feels right. I love to see the children of two mulattoes, see which genes kick in. Sometimes the Caucasian gene kicks in more and the kid looks more Caucasian. Sometimes it's like, Is the child of a mulatto? They're both biracial, so what's the child? I saw this kid at Walmart. Then we saw him with his father at this other Walmart. Last night we went to Walmart again because I'm looking for a mattress for. I built a larger bed in my truck, and we saw the same kid again. His father liked Asian women, like my son Tracy, and the kid was obviously Asian. He was really dark skinned though, but he had straight hair, and he had his little glasses on. Those skinny kid, like my grandson. Two of my grandsons are half Filipino, half black, but they're lighter skinned. Anyways, this kid was really dark skinned. I saw him with his mother last night, and she was one of the white looking Asian chicks. But the guy was weird. He was short. He had his attitude. He didn't, I tried to nod at him, smile at him, nothing back. And then he was in line over here, and I'm right here. And in front of me was some Vietnamese women, and he was staring at them. I guess he had a fetish for just Asian women. Probably because of his height. Curtis Jordan, hey, Supreme, I went out last night, just observed people from Connecticut tend to have this ego thing going on. The girls are usually perceived as overconfident. Most of the males, even though they buffer, that's his first point. Actually, there's several points there. First point is I just observed. Under that, he says that people have an ego thing going on, and the girls overconfident and don't know about the males because he's not finished. Started talking about the colorism in they're hung up on our grandfather. I learned that he had 2 white families. I thought it was just one. And I knew my dad had a half brother that was white, and they didn't talk. It is what it is. One thing I've noticed that in biracial, it was 90% of the time white males and black women. Now that's reversed itself, that they allow black men to touch white women these days. And now it's like Chris James's mother is Caucasian. Number 2, Curtis says they buffer, even though they buffer, number 2, than me. Oh, they're buffer than he is. Than me, are just as nervous as I am. You should be nervous. But the girls are more receptive to me when I just chill, yes, versus me going there trying to make things happen in my head. You shouldn't be in your head. I'm going to get laid tonight. Good. You're sitting there trying to mastermind or project energy and get people to love you by thinking at them. It's not going to work. You got to get out there and do something. Ask them to dance or put your hand out for them dancing on the dance floor. On the forum, I put up my system. It'll work for you. Just do it. Being buff doesn't give you nerves. There are swole simps out there. Yeah, there are. And some of them are big motherfuckers. And that's why a lot of them take roids, and that's why they do it. Because they're weak. They want to compensate. Okay, where am I at? I got to go to my mom's a little bit, take out her trash, sit with her for a little while, for as long as I can take it, and then get out. And I think about my relationship with my father and my relationship with my mom, totally different. Father and I, we were very loving to each other. My dad, he was the type that, He joked with you when I was a kid. He played with you, hit my stomach. As we got older, he stopped asking, putting us up to that one. He'd wrestle with us, and he had jokes. My mom was a control freak. She had the extension cord to beat, and it was a totally different thing. Christopher headed to Columbus this weekend. I can't wait to see those. Sorry, he's headed to Columbia. Can't wait to see those Colombian women. All right. I don't want to stay here just chatting. Also, I'm running I'm not running my VPN. Okay. But I do have my one program that I download on. Let me get that off there. Sorry about that. If I'm buffering, that's why. But I'm not on my VPN. I suggest you guys get one so that you always come in from a different IP address. Can't track you all over the internet. Also, I download audiobooks and movies. So I don't want Comcast getting on me about that shit. Oh, they didn't bother me about the books. It's the movies. But when I travel, I like to listen to audiobooks. And when I sleep outside, I always go to sleep, listen to one of my audiobooks.
So much for a strategic entrance. Outside of going through the wall, I wasn't being left a choice that didn't result in collateral damage.
Demon Squad by Tim
Place
Marquez.
if there was any possibility Kara or some evidence leading me to her was in there.
Huh, that looks like
Muffled voices sounded through the walls.
Chris James
They were
here.
too distorted for me to understand. It did, however, offer some optimism. I was
Chris Williams. Does boot camp start when you come back from GA? What boot camp? I think I said I was going to think about doing one again on the forum. And I need to. Curtis, me too. I've been listening to Grant Cardone lately, Be Obsessed or Be Average. He's a good guy. I like him. One of those little Italian guys. I'm driving from the gym I'm training at, downtown Sacramento. And there was an intersection here. I'm going here. There was a crosswalk there. There's a white man that was walking across the street outside the crosswalk. I stopped letting him by. I looked to my side, and this Italian man, I can tell you this Italian, they always have those really neat haircuts and, the little darker skin. He floors his car to come try to hit my car to get me to move. I said, what the fuck are you doing, motherfucker? And then I crept forward very slowly. Now, these guys probably mafia, but he ain't gonna follow me just to get my shit. But the nerve, I'm like, God damn, another fucking Trumper. Emboldened. Motherfuckers emboldened. Want to hit my fucking truck or try to scare me into moving forward? I don't think so. Yes, exercise assignments. Yeah, Christopher. Well, of course, I'm not going to do anything when I'm on vacation. I'm going to be on vacation. I'll be filming some of the trip, uploading some podcast shows, but that's about it. I'm shutting down my email or my PM system because people don't respect the fact I'm on vacation. They'll send me private messages that they can handle themselves, silly shit. So that'll be shut down. And as I told Alfonso, make a post. Make a post instead of send me all these PMs. And eventually I'll get to the post. I'm tired of taking my work on vacation with me because I used to videotape short guys with girlfriends and wives everywhere I went. And I said, look, see, he's got a girlfriend and don't do no good. But short guys, they got that issue in their head. And why am I going to waste my time trying to show them other males when they can see it for themselves if they open up their eyes? Christopher goes, I know how you feel about those emails on vacation. Yes, indeed, brother. It just, what the fuck, man? Chris James, I learned I'm a generator when it comes to the game. If a chick doesn't have a good energy or personality, my own personality won't come out and it will go nowhere. I'm like a mirror. Did you whole thing to find out what you actually really are? Are you a generator there, Chris? On that note, I'm a manifester. Here's about generators. Generators are dynamos of energy. I want you guys to be able to see this. Generators are the great workers of the world, but also the slaves who doing work they can't stand day after day. You can imagine manifestors as the pharaohs of the ancient Egypt and generators as all those multitudes who built the pyramids. Sacral is a tremendous energy generator. This is your sacral. You know the chakra system, your sacral chakra. It allows energy to flow through your body. So I guess this is one of your dominant areas. Is a tremendous energy generator. Hence the name that gives you all the energy you need to do things. Into correctly. For generators, life is all about response. So you're responding. Instead of chasing after life, let life come to you. Your aura, like a powerful magnet, which you possess, if you are a generator, brings to you everything you need to fulfill your purpose. Sacral cannot initiate. It can only respond. The only truth is that which comes to you through your response. Without responding, you will end up deeply frustrated. Satisfaction is the key word for generators. You need to be selfish. It's all about self-satisfying work. And there's nothing wrong with that, finding self-satisfying work. I don't know what you do for a living, Chris, but you want to make sure it's self-satisfying. Do only what brings you satisfaction. Your life is all about doing what you love, and only that shows you who you are and brings you happiness. In words of renowned anthropologist Joseph Campbell, follow your bliss and the universe will open doors for you where there are only walls. I learned I'm a generator. Okay, yeah. Let's see what he says. Manifesting generator. Okay, yeah. You're halfway between my type and generators, but by their charts, you're actually a generator. You're the in-between as mankind began to shift its energy to being able to produce farmers. Farmers have a different mentality. Farmers also evolved into computer programmers, believe it or not, because they had the ability to sit there and focus their energy on watching crops grow. Programmers have the ability to sit there and focus their energy on building programs. They have long attention spans. Whereas people like me, we're flighty, we're airheads. % of the population that fits. I don't know about this, but historically manifested with the rulers, lawgivers of the world. So many of our habits and accepted generalizations are created by and fit for manifestors. You are the only ones who can go out and make things happen. I made my business happen. I made this business happen. As children, this happens as soon as they reach the doorknobs. You're designed to be an unstoppable force that will not allow anyone to control you. And that's what I have issues with. You know, my mom was a control freak. She never broke me. Believe me, she tried, but she never broke me. If there's something you want, go and get it, as it will not come to you. Just listen to your authority. You have the potential to shape the world the way you want it to be. Well, I'm not shaping anything. On an energy level, you have a very deep impact on others, but your aura doesn't communicate as much as the auras of other types. See, other types are better at communicating. That's why people often don't know what to think about you. It creates unconscious fear in them, and they try to control you from the moment you were born. This leads to predominant negative feeling, anger. The secret of success for you lies in communication. That's why I tell you guys what I'm getting ready to do, because I learned to work with that. It's to inform. That's something called human design. Don't care if you don't believe and stuff like that. I like it better than like astrology. It seems to fit like a glove. If you're interested, just type in human design. You can go to a site, put in your information. They'll tell you what your energy is. It's based on the time you're born. Now, there's these products that are bombarding the earth called trinos, and it's based on how much was at the time of your birth. Whatever, where bombarding the planet and where you were. Secret of success, communication forum. Yeah, that happens. Resistance. We get punished by our parents, teachers, and others. I told you fellas at one time I was in sixth grade. There was a crate in my homeroom. I went to my crate, rotated back around so that a little bit of light could come in, and I educated myself. Teacher, Mr. Gill, had given up on me. What's the name of this website? I can't see the words. Let's go up to the top. Oh, humandesign.net/basic. I'll just put in the shout box or the communication box here. One thing I can't stand is I put this out there, and guys, without find out what they are, they go, "Oh, I'm a this, I'm that," because that feels like me. And I asked them, "Well, did you send in your information?" No. Don't be one of those idiots there, fellas. This is the one that I belong to. I downloaded I actually have the program on my other laptop that I can put in the information and find out, but I'm not going to do it for you guys. You do it yourself. Download the program yourself. And these are the original creator. The man that did it, he died. It's free. Get your free chart. Click here. Bam. Voila. Get Jovina's because she was born on a real kind of like a primitive island off of the coast of Portugal. But we got as close as and she is a generator. And look how she works. She gets home, she works. She goes to work every day. I can't work 8 hours a day. I tried that in the corporate world. Didn't work for me. Okay. Chris James, just met a chick who I think was looking for some dick, but her personality and energy were just off to me. She felt it too. I can't work with that. He goes on to say, do you think that is a problem, or should I just go with my gut and not try to? I just say go with your gut. Because the women that I felt that way with, there's ones that after I fucked them, I felt sick for a day. There's some other energy. I had actual flu symptoms. Slight fever, I just felt off and sluggish. So for me, I would say go with your gut. We all have a gut instinct. That's from the primitive days. So listen to it. It's when we don't that we run into some bullshit. This girl could have had a disease or something she's not telling you about, or she could have been trouble for your future. And I learned this shit the hard way, fellas. All the shit you shouldn't do, I done did it because nobody told me. There was nobody to teach me how to be a player back then. I had to learn on my own, figure shit out. So I've had my back door kicked in, a window kicked in, girls follow me all over the place, stalking. I've had it all because I wasn't playing my game the right way. She wasn't interested in meeting me again. There was no connection. Yeah, see, she felt it too. Jelly is in Pennsylvania. I'll be in Georgia. I think I'm gonna get there early so I can go see the shack my dad was born in. Apparently it's still there in the middle of the field. A lot of old blacks were not born in a hospital because they didn't like blacks in the hospital. They were born at home with midwives. Like Jovina, she was born at home with a midwife. All of her brothers were. Her sister was born here. She was born in a hospital. But the rest of her siblings, they were born at home. My grandmother was telling me a story about Luther Jr. That's my grandfather's name. They had their first child. And apparently fell off a horse and hit his head, and they wouldn't even take him in the hospital. She took him home and he died because they wouldn't accept her at the hospital. What you guys did, Chris, was save each other the problem of finding that shit out. The sex would have been awkward. It wouldn't have mixed. It would have mixed mashed. There were a lot of women that I was with, and how they fucked them because they were what society thought I should be fucking. They were hot, and it didn't mesh. Sexually, we didn't mesh, and I regret it. I learned not to date by just looks, but by feel. And after I started doing that, I had a better time. Like, I didn't feel anything for Jovina. I just thought, she was stuck up. And yeah, you guys on site know. But she ended up being a good girl. I thought she was also a freak. It's a good girl with freak potential, I think. Kind of prudish. Same time. All right, it's time for me to roll out. It's 11 o'clock my time. So it's been real, fellas. Thanks for coming in and chit-chatting. But I've got things to do today. I want to get back to working on my camper truck so I can take Jovina camping next week at least for a day. We will be gone next week starting Wednesday, so a week and a half from Monday. Let's see, yeah, a week and a half. As soon as she gets off work, we do it every year, we take off. And I drive till I can't drive anymore. Usually I get to around Bakersfield. So I'll probably stop. No, I try to get to Barstow. And this year my sight's really bad. Now I can't really see at night anymore, so I'm gonna stop at probably Bakersfield. Then I get up next morning, we'll just start our trip from there. But I like to get out of town. I don't want to wake up in Sacramento when that vacation hits, when it's 5 o'clock. So I'll be on vacation on the 9th until the very end of the month. 3 full fucking weeks to drive across America. That's gonna be fun. If you guys ever get a chance to do it, try it. Drive somewhere new. Go camping. Do something. Get out there and do something in your life that you don't normally do. Have a good day, and I'm out of here.